What's up, my Taurus, Virgos, and Capricorns? Y'all get y'all butts up in here, baby, okay? Because y'all already know it is Gemini season, baby, okay? We are finally out of Taurus, earthy season, and we're stepping into our air sign Gemini season, baby, okay? We're going into an air element, all right? So this is going to be a season to where we're flowing, we're growing, we're learning, we're building, we're expanding. We're trying to find ways to bring in more clarity, okay? Make sure that y'all please like, comment, and subscribe. Let's dive into this reading because honestly, earth signs, when it pertains to Gemini season, y'all had like a lot of reversals, and whenever I get like a lot of reversals in tarot, this lets me know that I feel like, you know, my earth signs will be doing a lot of heavy inner work during this season, okay? So a lot of y'all may be getting yourself together, your body together, maybe your like mental health, physical health, maybe y'all may be trying to lose weight, maybe y'all may be trying to fast, maybe y'all may be trying to just kind of do like a lot of healing, overcome maybe whatever trauma. So this just lets me know that I feel like there's a lot of things that I feel like, you know, personal wise, that I feel like my earth signs will be going through. Before we dive into the tarot cards, let's tap into some of the oracle cards that came out for y'all, okay? So first things first, open to receive came out for you. Okay, so this one basically says, invite abundance with open arms, embrace the blessings waiting to flow into your life. So be open to receive during Gemini season, earth signs, okay? Receiving the knowledge, the support, the guidance, the help that you may need, but also be open to receiving what the universe is going to bless you with when it pertains to the universal gifts, baby, okay? All right, so not only that, you also did get seek truth. So seek truth during Gemini season, all right? This one says, embrace clarity as revelations unfold. Keep an open mind for answers. Illuminate the path to understanding. So seek the truth. I really feel like y'all will be seeking a lot of truth, maybe seeking a lot of clarity when it pertains to what you need to work on, what you need to heal from, what you need to embrace more during Gemini season as well. You also did get the mountain of mastery. The mountain of mastery, okay? This one says, ascend towards self-realization and be guided towards the presence of the mastery mountain pathway. So this card can even represent maybe going on like utilizing nature more, maybe going like on a hike, and you know, maybe hiking a damn mountain if you are into that type of shit, okay? Maybe even just kind of finding a way to stand on the top of a mountain and kind of just expand your perspective, you know, look outward, you know. So I do feel like this is one of those seasons to where I can see my earth signs kind of just like really, like, you know how when you sit on a beach and you're just looking at the ocean, or sitting on top of the mountain and you're looking out into yonder? That's what it's kind of giving for my earth signs. It's kind of giving like really just kind of focusing on how you can ascend, focusing on your present, focusing on the present moment, okay? Focusing on like everything that you are trying to grow into, everything that you are envisioning for yourself. So that's what I really love. I also did get one last move coming out for y'all. One last move. This one says, you have come so far on your journey, keep going and you will soon see what you have accomplished, okay? You also did get wish granted. Your wish is granted, baby, okay? You did the outcome may not be exactly what you want, but it's exactly what your ass need. Okay, so a lot of y'all will be getting, like I said, a lot of inner work done to where it's like, look, this may not be what you want, but this is what your ass needs, so you can get yourself back to a state of where you can embrace more joy, embrace more peace, embrace more healthiness in your life, okay? And then you got carried away. Let yourself be caught up in the whirlwind of a romantic moment. So is love on the horizon for my earth signs for Gemini season? Is love on the horizon to where maybe either you're working out a relationship, working on a relationship, maybe bringing in a relationship? So I see that's what this energy is really given, okay? When it pertains to the lessons that you will go through, that all of y'all will go through for Gemini season, some of y'all need to prepare to embrace failure. Some of y'all may be going through some failure type moments for the month of May and for the month of June, which is basically Gemini season, okay? I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn from it. So embrace every failure as just an opportunity to learn so you can redirect towards better. Y'all did get abundance coming out, so prepare for abundance. Like I said, it's not going to be all horrible. Y'all will be, you know, bringing in and enjoying some sort of abundance, you know, but I do feel like at first, y'all have to really make sure that you're making space for acceptance first, okay? A lot of y'all will be going through a season of accepting certain things for what it is, accepting certain people, certain endings for what it is, certain beginnings for what it is, okay? I am learning to accept things that I cannot change. Okay, so a lot of y'all will be having one of those situations where it's like, look, I can only accept it, okay? I can't fight it, can't control it. So this is why I feel like the death card came out, because I do feel like a lot of y'all maybe going through like some endings, death process, rebirths, maybe going through some things. So it's like, okay, I have to say goodbye to this. I have to stop this. So a lot of y'all will be really needing to make sure that you're making space for endings, so you can make sure that you're bringing in some new beginnings. Okay, I'll need y'all to also make sure that you're not living in denial. Let's make sure that we're not living in denial for Gemini season, okay? Let's make sure that we are paying attention to the red flags, to the things that we're being asked to work on, to the things that we're being asked to grow into as human beings, to the things that we're being asked to accept, okay? Living in denial is only living in your fear. Living in not the truth, living in running away from what you're avoiding, you know. So I really want you to make sure that you're not living in fear or allowing fear to block what you need to accept and see for what, you know, reality is. And make sure that you're cultivating gratitude this season, okay? Gratitude, I feel like, is going to be so key for y'all earth signs, because like I said, y'all will be going through a lot of significant changes, and I really want you to make sure that you're giving yourself grace and gratitude along every process, every challenge, overcoming every obstacle, because that's what this energy is giving. Okay, now like I said, with the Eight of Cups coming out, with the Two of Wands in reverse, this is going to be a season to where I really want y'all to stop being afraid to move. Stop being afraid to grow, expand, challenge yourself, get out of your comfort zone, okay? Stop being so fearful of change. This is a time and this is the season to where we don't need to be so indecisive. And I know that's kind of hard to say during Gemini season, because this is a season that could be like very indecisive because you just have so much going on. But I do really want y'all to make sure that you're finding ways to find solutions to whatever you're being asked to embrace or overcome, you know. Start accepting things for what it is. Let's make sure that we're not being stagnant in the month of May and June for Gemini season, okay? This is going to be a season of how we are finding ways to grow and expand and move in all of the best ways possible, okay? Restriction is not what y'all need to be on right now, okay? You need to keep yourself open, keep your body moving, okay? Make sure that you're not restricting yourself or anything. I also did get the Sun in reverse. I really want y'all to work on how you are shining your light during Gemini season, how you're utilizing, working on your confidence, how you're kind of shining and finding your sense of strength during this season as well, because I feel like that's going to be so important, especially with the Strength card coming out in reverse as well. So this may be like a very vulnerable season for my earth signs, because y'all are going through so much, overcoming so much, okay, realizing so much, okay. Maybe Gemini season may also be a season to where I could even see some of y'all isolating yourself, maybe not even wanting to be outside as much, or maybe not want to have as much, you know, visibility to people. You may want to kind of be like, you know what, let me just kind of be by myself. I don't want to be out, I don't want to post, I don't want to be seen. I kind of just need to get me together, kind of spend time with myself, isolate for a while, or at least for 30 days, which is the approximate amount of time for Gemini season, 31 days. That's what you need to focus on. That's what you need to do, okay? Because I honestly feel like this is a time to where I need you to really work on how you can build back up yourself, okay? Especially in all of the ways and areas where you may feel a little inadequate, where you feel like you're not strong enough, where you feel like you're not popular enough or loved enough or seen enough or valued enough, okay? So that's what this energy is giving. That's another reason why I feel like the Nine of Cups came out in reverse, because I do feel like for Gemini season, some of y'all may be going through, maybe having some crazy nightmares as well. So getting your sleep routine together, very important. Some of y'all may be also going through like some sort of like devastation, maybe feeling miserable on the inside, maybe feeling like a lack of fulfillment. So it's like, oh my God, I feel unfulfilled. So it's like a lot of y'all will be searching for that fulfillment for Gemini season, okay? Trying to figure out what's next for you, trying to figure out what you want. And this is one of the reasons why I feel like Dare came out for y'all as well, okay? This one says slow down and give yourself grace, because I feel like a lot of y'all need to just kind of slow down and just examine and kind of just give yourself grace in all of the areas where you know that you may want to step it up in. But hey, give yourself grace, because you know life just be lifing, and sometimes we can't always have everything how we wanted to have it, or ABCD. But as long as we're making the necessary moves, that's all that matters, okay? This is also why the Empath came out for y'all as well. This one says alone time is needed. So alone time may be very much needed for my earth signs for Gemini season. So don't be a little sad or kind of feel like, you know what, I just want to be by myself. Like I said, be empath, you know, but a lot of y'all will be empathetic as well, which means y'all will be receiving a lot of spiritual downloads, receiving a lot of energetic energy as well, to where it's like, oh my God, I feel this, I sense this, I see this, I feel for that person, I feel for this energy, I feel for myself. So a lot of, you know, intuitive downloads, feelings, needs, wants, desires will be happening for my earth signs as well. So I really want y'all to understand that your angel guides are being centered around y'all, protecting y'all, guiding y'all, teaching y'all. So make sure that you're talking to your spirit guides, but also paying attention to whatever messages that they may also be relaying to you through angel numbers, through dreams, through intuition, through discernment, okay, through feeling, everything, okay? This is exactly why Teacher's Guide came out for y'all as well. Teacher's Guide, All right, this one says you're learning lessons on a deep level, so just remember to rest because a lot of lessons will be learned and taught during Gemini season as well. And I want you to make sure that you're embracing joy. I want you to make sure that you're manifesting joy, walking in joy, doing joyful activities, doing things that can, lighten you up, whether it's even hanging with friends, going out, having fun, maybe just even being with yourself, meditating. I really want y'all to really focus on how you are centering yourself, okay? How you are getting yourself back into a space of, nurturing yourself, loving on yourself. Even with the Queen of Cups coming out, some of y'all may be connecting with women this month, or, in the month of June, connecting with your mother more, maybe needing some type of self-love, self-care, connecting with people that make you feel safe even. I did get the Knight of Wands in reverse as well, so Earth signs, be very careful of being reckless or being too impulsive in the month of May and June, okay? I really want y'all to make sure that you're not saying certain things and not showing up. Okay, I'm gonna lose weight, I'm gonna go to the doctor, I'm gonna go get some more sleep, I'm gonna work out more, but then not delivering, not putting any type of effort behind those promises that you're making towards yourself or towards other people. So I need y'all to really make sure that you're keeping yourself active, but of course also being honest with yourself, okay? Accepting what you're being asked to work on and change in your way of doing things, because I did get the Magician in reverse and I did get the Fool in reverse. So I really feel like, like I said, Gemini season is going to be one of those seasons to where, like, a lot of y'all are being asked to make sure that you're stepping away from any type of immaturity, stepping away from any type of impulsiveness, recklessness, poor judgment, being fearful of the unknown, any blocked energy, blocked chakras, frustration, delays. I need y'all to let all of that go. It's like, some of y'all need to kind of get a massage. Some of y'all need to go out and get some, like, Reiki done on you. Go get, like, a little Reiki service done on you. I really feel like, Gemini season is going to be a major reality check when it pertains to your goals, your organization, your health, your friends, and maybe possibly even family, because I did get the Ten of Cups in reverse. So some of y'all could be evaluating some family situations, maybe going through some issues with a father, mother, maybe a baby mama, maybe a baby father, maybe some children. Some of y'all are being asked to get your home life together, okay? So I can see for Gemini season Earth signs, y'all taking a lot of precautions, okay? Like, I need to be very careful when it pertains to when I'm moving in, how I'm accepting this, how I'm talking about this, because that's what this energy is giving, because I feel like you're going to be challenged in so many ways. So I just want you to make sure that you're not beating up on yourself. I want you to make sure that you're not losing yourself or feeling like you have to be discouraged about anything. I think this is going to be a season to where you're being asked to maintain your youthfulness, maintain your innocence, make sure that you're maintaining, keeping yourself alive, keeping yourself rejuvenated in all of the ways where you feel empty, where you feel sad, where you feel lost, because that's what this energy is giving very much heavily, okay? I want y'all to find ways to center yourself, but also keep yourself grounded, okay? So when it pertains to your surrender cards, okay, baby, let's get to that. Y'all got to surrender to what is. All right, this one says flow with what is instead of trying to always fight it. When you can't change a situation, compassionately accepting it exactly as it is will bring you more peace. So surrender to that energy of like, baby, it is what it is. I can't fight it. I can't force it. I could just go with the flow. Okay, surrender to your ego. Let's make sure that your ego is not getting away towards your happiness, your peace, or your goals. I want you to surrender to the desire of feeling like you can control people by telling them what to do, how to love you, how to provide for you, A, B, C, D. Let that energy go. If that energy is not being reciprocated or given to you in a way that you need, let the person go, okay? This one, it says being over controlling can sabotage relationships, okay? Surrender to any frustration for Gemini season. Okay, this one says frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving any type of energy in your life is by just centering yourself, taking a deep breath and exhaling, and make sure that you're finding basically better solutions to kind of overcome whatever challenges that you may be going through. Surrender to the outdated beliefs about yourself. Surrender to the outdated beliefs about yourself, y'all. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can start owning your power and soaring in life. And then surrender to worry. Let go of any worrying that you may be doing as well. This one says make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. Breathe basically worries out of your body. Breathe them out. Let it go. Release them. Do some breathing exercises for Gemini season, okay? Great for the lungs, okay? Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that spirit is guiding you. Okay, so I really feel like this is going to be a season of y'all getting back to your roots. Y'all getting back to like your inner child and finding that support system, finding that creativity, finding that light, finding that joy that you need, okay? Having like a lot of wake up calls when it pertains to finding your power again and not living in delusion, not living in false fantasies, okay? It's time to wake up. It's time to start believing in yourself, and it's time to start getting yourself back into a space of like loving on yourself again and letting go of what was when it pertains to who you used to be, who you used to be around, who you used to be involved with, and finding your sense of self, happiness, and joy again, Earth signs, okay? So Gemini season is going to be one for the books because y'all will be putting in a lot of work, finding a lot of, you know, things that you have to overcome and accept, but I feel like y'all got this, and I just feel like I just want y'all to keep pushing forward. Let's make sure that you're not being stubborn or being so fearful of what you're being asked to just address or, you know, face, because that's what this energy is giving overall. Okay, so Earth signs, I hope I give you much clarity. Please make sure that y'all have a joyful Gemini season overall. Okay, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all later. Bye.